Hello funeral fans, it's Grant from County Funerals. Each week we post videos about the funeral service industry and funeral related products. Today we're not in the shop, we are out in the workshop because we're going to be talking about coffins. Specifically the difference between a veneered coffin and a real wood coffin, and what a funeral director does to a coffin to make sure it's fit for purpose. So we're going to start off by having a look around this real wood coffin that's sitting right next to me on the trestles. Okay, so this is one of our real wood coffins. You can see it's been stained in this lovely cherry colour. It's made completely out of soft wood. Sides, the bottom and the top. We have the joinery here, so they cut slots in the side here to be able to bend the wood to create our shoulders. On the outside you'll see some panelling, so where the handles get fitted later on. And on the bottom, a lovely bit of moulding. Alright, so you can see all the way, start to finish, made out of one piece of wood. Next up, we're going to have a look at this veneered coffin. So this is an oak veneer. This is how it sits with the lid on. I'll whip the lid off and show you around. Okay, so this is the coffin with the lid off. As you can see, it's made up of a chipboard or a fiberboard, depending on the coffin manufacturer. And then you can see here there is a thin layer of veneer on the outside. Much the same as the solid wood coffin, there's grooves in the shoulders, as you can see. Lovely. On the outside, this particular one has got plain sides, no panelling, and a nice little bit of moulding on the bottom there. Okay, so that's the difference between a solid wood coffin and a veneered coffin. As you can tell, they're pretty self-explanatory. One is made out of one solid piece of wood, the other is made out of chipboard or MDF or fiberboard, veneered with like a paper or foil veneer. Now, what we do to these coffins to make them fit for purpose. First things first, we fit a pillow. It's a cardboard pillow and it looks a little like this when it arrives, and with some lovely folding and stapling it'll be a lovely pillow inside the coffin. Okay, so we have our lovely cardboard pillow and we fit that into the coffin via the use of the trusty staple gun, just like so. Alright, the next step, what we do is we line the coffin with some plastic. It's just like this. It's like creme film, we call this. And what this does is it makes the coffin watertight. Stops any undue leaks or anything like that, should the worst happen. So I'll show you how that's done now. You can have a little closer look. It's just a very thin plastic sheet. And we line the whole coffin out in that. Alright.
Yeah, I'm your friendly undertaker. Let me take you for a spin.
Okay, so that's the plastic lining put in. Okay, so next up, after the plastic lining, we put a cotton lining in, which is just like this. So, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a very thin roll of white cotton. This can come in different colours if you want different interior sets in different colours. And what this does is it covers up all the plastic, so you don't see the plastic if you're going into the chapel of rest. It also makes it nice and comfy and luxurious for the person that's in the coffin.
I offer you 24-hour service. Call me 'cause I don't ever sleep. I offer you 24-hour service. Call me 'cause I don't ever sleep.
Alright, so after the stitch one goes in, the next thing we put in our coffins is a frill. Now there are many different colours and types of frills, so that boils down to the choice at time of arrangements. That's why all the coffins are made bespoke. Lovely pink one like this, suitable for a girly. We have blue ones. But for the purpose of today's video, we're going to be fitting a white frill. So I'll fit the frill and then we'll have a look what it looks like.
I offer you 24 hours service. Call me 'cause I don't ever sleep. Yeah, I'm your friendly undertaker.
So there we have our completed lined coffin. So you can tell where we put the stitch bond in, we've made the side all soft. We use that underneath the stitch bond there, pulling it tight to do that. And you can see also we've put pins around the shoulder and the head and the foot as well, and we've used stitch bond to plump up the pillow and make that cardboard pillow nice and comfy as well. So there you have the completed coffin. Well, completed for the inside anyway. Okay, so with the interior of the coffin all sorted, we turn our attention to the exterior. Next we fit handles. So coffin handles are generally plastic. You can see there, just moulded plastic. They are strictly ornamental, they don't carry any weight. You can have the options if you're having a burial to put metal handles on, or weight holding handles, or rope handles, or wooden handles, and all these options are laid out to you at the point of arrangement. But for the coffin we're fitting today, we're fitting these plastic handles, strictly ornamental, and they go on the side. The handles are fitted to our coffin. You can see them there and up there. You can have 2 handles, 4 handles, 6 handles, 8 handles. All depends on your preference, and you can do that at the time of arrangement. I'm not going to fit the handles on the other side because I'm sure you've seen me fitting the handles, and it's exactly the same side to side. Next we place the lid on the coffin, and we put any of the religious symbols, nameplate and bell tops onto the lid of the coffin. So I should do that now. Okay, with the lid on the coffin you can see the bell tops are added. They're just little plastic covers that go over the screws to make everything look a little bit ornamental. You can add any religious icons the customer may want. They're also plastic, fit for cremation. And we add a nameplate. Again, nameplate, they come completely blank, as you can see. And then we engrave them by hand on the engraver that's just behind me here with the relevant details. Then we attach it to the lid of the coffin via 4 coffin pins. It's about as simple as that. Okay, so there you have it. There's the finished veneered coffin with the nameplate on. No name on it yet, obviously. We engrave all our plates over here. You have to excuse my cup of tea. We have a tray with all the different numbers and letters and all the things we need. We place them on this little tray here, and we use the engraver graph machine to engrave them on the plate here. Lots of other funeral directors have posh printers or laser engravers, but we do everything by hand here. This is the way I was taught, this is the machine I brought, and this is the way we do it. Okay, that's it from us this week. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button because we post videos each week. If you liked the video and you found it informative and you didn't know what goes into a coffin, hit that like button, it really helps us. And if you've got any questions about each step or what goes into a coffin or how you can avoid certain things or anything like that, put it in the comments below or find us at www.countyfunerals.co.uk, where you can drop us a message, an email, or even pick up the phone and speak to us directly. We'll see you again soon. Don't forget to stay safe. Bye bye now.